Hello, this is Yeti Whiskers, and today we're going to be walking through the Spiral Fountain Hard Get There challenge on Streets. In order to complete the Get There challenges, you need to include all the gaps listed in the challenge in a single combo. Each level has 2 Get There challenges, one easy and the other hard. And to earn the Got There trophy, you need to complete all the Hard Get There challenges. To find the Get There challenges, you need to make your way over to the challenges on the menu, then head down to Skate Park Challenges, THPS 1 Get Theirs, and then scroll down and find Spiral Fountain. As you can see, you need the Around the Fountain, Backwoods Ledge, Rail to Rail, and Down the Spiral Gaps. And the reward for doing so is you get this deck, 2,000 XP and $1,000. Before we dive into the analysis, let's take a look at a few things. Personally, I think the difficulty on this one is a 7 out of 10, and it took me about 30 minutes to complete this challenge. The first gap we need to include in our combo is Around the Fountain gap, and for this, all you need to do is grind the edge of the fountain. You can see I've highlighted it here with blue arrows, and you may be able to go in either direction. I'm not 100% on that one, but to get the gap in this line, you need to go in the direction the arrows are pointing. So here's a clip from the Streets Gap video I put out a little bit ago showing the gap. The second gap we need to hit is Backwoods Ledge, and this is another grind gap. I've highlighted it in green on the map. For this one, you just need to jump from the bank below and then grind the ledge until the gap triggers. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Next, we need to get the Rail to Rail gap, and this just requires you to grind the 2 rails in yellow here without touching the ground in between the 2 grinds. And this one's pretty straightforward, so here it is. The last gap we need to get is Down the Spiral, and I've highlighted this in purple, and you actually do have to be going down in order to get this gap to trigger, and you just grind on down. If you go up, that's a different gap that'll trigger, so make sure you're going down, and you should be good to go. The line for this Get There challenge is pretty straightforward, so you start with Backwoods Ledge, grind, and then you manual through the little building to the start of the spiral, and you just grind your way down, then manual again until you get to the Rail to Rail gap. From there, you just have to manual, you can grind, you can do both combo. Just get your way over to the fountain and grind around it. When you're doing so, just make sure you watch out for vehicles because they are here and they definitely can end your combo. So let's go ahead and take a look at this in slow motion now. Okay, so we're heading up the bank here. Go ahead and grind. You actually don't have to get the whole ledge. Right into a manual. I found it's best if you don't ollie out. And then you just jump onto here, this little ledge, grind all the way down until you get the gap to trigger, and then immediately ollie and into a manual. Don't lose your balance. You can see I kind of missed my ollie here onto the rail, no big deal. Hit the rail here and then jump. The big thing is just the jump there between the 2 rails. And now from here, it's just getting our way over to the fountain, and this can get kind of tricky. Just make sure if you're better at grinding, you can find some grinds, or just manual your way over. Hit this guy, and you should be good to go. Just one thing to note, the end here can get a little tricky and you can bail, so be careful. You can see I almost bail there, but we do end up getting the combo. So let's go ahead and take a look at this in full speed. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck.